Hi, welcome to the Andrew Buckle book review of Spy Island, a Bermuda Triangle mystery by Cain and various people there. And I will show obviously all the details. It's 144 pages, Dark Horse Comics, just come out very recently, and includes issues 1 to 4 of Spy Island. I'm not certain if there's going to be a sequel or any other, obviously, other stories attached to this. I assume this is a complete story. Maybe the characters will reappear. However, let's just go through, and there's all the various credits there. So created by Chelsea Cain and Leah Matanique, I guess, and there's all the various obviously other details there. But they've got lots of little adverts all the way through, which is quite nice, I think. They've done it quite a nice sort of all aboard. Obviously, nothing is quite the same in the Bermuda Triangle. So you've got it like an old 1970s sort of holiday catalogue sort of design. You've got lots of very, very odd pictures and things, obviously from the period, as well as like the menu. I quite like the menu. Chilled honeydew, melon, apples, oranges, pears, and you've got various things there. Waffles, buckwheat, griddle cakes, all sounds very nice. However, the story, of course, well, actually, still not actually the story. You've got all the various island excursions, so you get all the details to build up the story. It's not really connected much to the story. However, you've got these lovely poolside cocktails, and some sound very, very nice. So you've got a little cocktail there, as well as the actual story. And the artwork, straight away, you've got this very oversaturated, garish, which I quite like, I must admit. Actually, that was the thing that really attracted me to the comic in the first place. When I saw it, I thought, oh, that looks really garish and colourful, and I love that. And you've got this spy. It's just loads and loads of spies, all going on a cruise, a spy cruise. I think virtually everyone on this boat seems to be a spy. And it's Spy Island. You've obviously got the waves going up there. I mean, that actually looks like some of my sort of similar sort of things I do. I do lots of Photoshop designs and Infinity Photo, and I love gradients with sort of garish, sort of warping and designing like that. Absolute. So any book that sort of includes this, I love. So straight away into the story, you got this character here, and well, I'm not certain we actually ever know her real name. She's obviously called Norma, and possibly not. However, you've got on the beach there, and again, very, very bright colours there, and obviously you've got the map and the Bermuda Triangle, so we know where Bermuda Triangle is. And of course, you've got all the spies that are actually at this event on this cruise, and you've got little things here: KGB versus MI6, Doug, and all ministries, and so on and so on. So you've got a whole range, and you also got like letters here because there's mermaids turn up as well. So there's a weird sense of humour all the way through this book. Your orgasms, sir, sorry. And you've got obviously lots and lots of sitting poolsides on this cruise, or on the island, I assume at this point. And you've got this guy, obviously a sort of James Bond-like character. And, well, spies, everyone's spying, everyone's sort of discussing things. They're all doing various wheeling in with various people. But the artwork is absolutely superb all the way through. Again, you can see by the design, they've really gone for a sort of like op art sort of design there. And on to the next one, Bermuda Triangle. Now, in terms of story, it's all over the place, I have to say. It's pretty daft. There really isn't much of a story. It's a bit of, I would say, but I loved it. Absolutely loved it. It was a thoroughly enjoyable read. Absolutely daft read. But you got but the humour all the way through is just great. You've got this poor kid. Yeah, that's probably not so good. And you've got mermaids as well. However, they're not probably your standard mermaids. These are supposedly proper mermaids. And you even got little adverts they put where mermaids' teeth and things. So, and also you've got here purse contents. They just thread a lot into this. So there's just a great sense all the way through. And you've got obviously bits and pieces about mermaids all the way through as well. Adverts for them. There's obviously a bit of a selling point with the... However, a lot of bit about the past, her past, the main character, Norma's past. So you've got that sort of story. And it's quite good where you see various things like the various boyfriends and things of various characters. And it's just really good. And something, the artwork is... No, I'm not going to show that because that gives away a bit of the story. There's some really weird bits in here as well. So you've got some sort of maybe not your standard artwork, but it still fits in with the general. I love this one as well, sand fleas. You got sand fleas, train them to do tricks. Of course, you had those sort of things on the back of various comics or inside comics as well. You had these sort of little creatures that you could apparently get, and you could grow them, and they were like literally walk around in business suits and things, and or dances in front. Obviously not. Eager to please, and I loved a bit here, dangerous. There's a bit of a description. And you think, yeah, probably not a good idea. And I love this, Freud's view of the human mind, and there's lots and lots of just, it's a great fun read all the way through. I just absolutely love this. It's a really good book. It's definitely. But if you come into it as for a series, there's no superheroes, there's not particularly a vast amount of action spy adventure. I mean, there's obviously, but it's just her story, got a sister, there's obviously the relationship with, but it's, if you got the recent Mockingbird by Chelsea Cain, very similar. But still, thoroughly enjoyed. As soon as I saw it listed, I thought, that sounds like, this is a new series by Chelsea Cain. I really hope actually in many ways that is true. That there is a volume 2 and volume 3 following this character. Maybe, obviously, I assume because if it's going to be called Spy Island, they'd have to do it same sort of Bermuda Triangle. But still, very enjoyable. Now, there's not many extras in here. I would have to say very limited. Now enjoy orgasms on the go. And many happy returns. You've got the, obviously, the press ones there. All the, obviously, comics when they came out, all the variant issues. Collect all. Issue, obviously 9 issues. It actually looks, I love that one. Especially love that one. Good old, the video cassette box. Now, I'm not certain what that's connected with Spy Islands particularly, but it's still, and I just think all the lovely. And some of these other books, of course, just absolute great book covers. I mean, they look very, obviously then, they sort of look like the old 1970s book covers that you used to get, that I still love. I still love picking those up. Those ones, whenever you sort of find them in a sort of charity shop, just great covers. However, back to this book. This is most accurate depiction. Obviously, I don't think those book reviews at the back are particularly. Stacey Island. I wonder. No sort of reference to a certain TV series. However, book your trip today. Spy Island collects comics issues 1 to 4. And I didn't get the comics, so I'm really glad I got this one. So, excellent book. Totally recommended. Loved it.